Hi, my name is Susan Stewart, and I am very grateful to say that I have been working with Denise on my mindfulness practice for the last several months exclusively, but before that as a wonderful and supportive yoga teacher. So let me back up and give you a little background about me so that you know where I'm coming from. For my 65th birthday, I decided to give myself a meditation retreat at Spirit Rock Meditation Center. It was a 7-day silent retreat, and I loved every minute of it. And I was close to retiring at that point, so I thought, you know, when I retire, I really want to follow this path because it spoke to me so dearly and so deeply. But because I wasn't going to retire for a little while longer, I thought, well, yoga, which they had during this retreat as well, really spoke to me, and it just enhanced the meditation. So when I got back to Reno, I started taking yoga classes, and I sampled all of the yoga teachers I think that they had at Yoga Loka, and of course Denise was my favorite. She was thoughtful, she was disciplined in a way that watched people's movements to see what worked for them, what did not. And she started with mindful quotes or stories, and then she would continue during our practice to remind us of what we were, what poses we were supposed to be doing and how it should feel, and to go with the spiritual part of it as well and focus on the breathing. So I was, I was very, very grateful for her work. So I continued to do that. I then also took the teacher training for yoga, and again, Denise was very supportive of me doing that. I would take her classes and she would make sure that I knew how this fit into the big picture. And then one day, it was after a class and I was walking out and the class was over, and she looked up and she said, you know, Susan, I really appreciate you being in class. It makes a wonderful class, and I appreciate your presence. Well, I almost started to cry, of course. And so I asked her something that I had wanted to ask from the very beginning. I asked her if she would mind being my mindfulness coach, because I see her as a mentor, I see her as a model, and I am just very grateful she was willing to say yes. Now that we have begun practicing together, I guess I get the most from the readings that she has suggested, and then we talk about what I have read, and the feedback is so good. She just reinforces what is said in the books, she reinforces what has happened in my life, and she reinforces what's going to happen, although we never know what will really happen. So I consider it one of my very best decisions to have asked her to be my mentor. You might consider it too. Thank you.